Hello viewers, it is JayFerGaming here and welcome to the next round of the Rags to Riches series. Just a bit of a comparison here between myself and Pedro. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty dominant, you must admit. Them 19 points, my 2-point scoring adventures. But this is how qualifying started. Me spinning out while under the control of the computer. What the hell? Did not understand what was going on there at all. There's not much to say about quali really. I was in 24th for most of the session and then just pulled it out the bag right at the last moment. 19th again. Might be getting a bit bored of that position, but it's good enough for me. It's the best I'm going to get. But Fernando's on pole, championship leader. Here are the fast guys at the back. Oh, Shumi's in 18th. Toro Rosso. Well, we'll try and get a good getaway. It's a short run to the first corner, so speed and curves might not be a big issue, but there's 5 lights and we're off. Another great getaway, straight up behind Ricardo. Schumacher's pulling away, but the short run, as I said before, so we're braking early, trying to get into the gaps. Trying to avoid everyone, get through the first corner. Hulkenberg slow, Senna slow, Maldonado slow, but I'm closing in, but we're getting up to the high speeds. So I'm going to struggle here a bit. Massa's practically getting out the way for me. Thanks very much. So I'm up to 13th. I'm keeping up with all the other cars. Oh, broken front wing. Raikkonen's lost it. Who are driving there from the fin? I'm out dragging Maldonado up to 11th. He is on my outside. So it's a bit of a drag race to this corner. We're trying to break as late as possible. Pretty even. But he's still around my outside. He's still maintaining. I try and force him out wide, but hit his front wing. He's still there attacking me. The aggression from the what nationality is he? Venezuelan. That's the one. That's the one. But he's really aggressive there. That's good to see from the AI. Not many cars do it, but he's coming back at me. Just pure speed on the long straight. Had no chance. Am I going to go back for him? No, I'm not. Though Massa looks like he's close. Yep, he's banging into Vernon, nearly spinning. So his great season continues. But it's the speed in the straights I'm really struggling. Trying to get past Maldonado here. Got it, closing in. Gonna go for a nice dive up the inside. That was a pretty good move. A little bit of contact, but I'm through. Back up to 11. Now, Kobayashi ahead is pulling away, so got no chance of catching up. But I struggle in that corner. Bit of understeer again as Maldonado attacks me on the start finish straight, easily passed. Now I could get, well, I will get DRS, though I'm not going to show that because as we know DRS just makes the speed pretty even with the other cars, so it's not really too effective. That doesn't happen. It happens against me. Yeah, Vern got past me there. Massa here. You can guess what's going to happen. Don't even defend. And he still gets me on the soft tyres. But I will get DRS. I'm virtually pushing him out the way. He's that slow in the first corner. Going up to the rich mix. Trying to use the slipstream. Got Hulkenberg all over me. Using DRS. And I can't catch up. Just pretty annoying as Hulkenberg slithers through that gap. But I'm going to get him back because he broke too early trying to avoid Massa. Back into 14. There's a bit of a three-way behind me. Just like in Japan. I'm up to 11th after a few cars have stopped. Going through this fast section. And a mistake occurs. Oh no. Locked up a little bit. Went wide. Gifting a place to Hulkenberg. But this pit entry is really tricky. I didn't realise how tricky it was, so I went wide there. I actually caught up to Hulkenberg, so that's a bit ironic. But the pit exit's a bit of an issue as well. It's just really strange. Whoever designed that's got problems. And plus I mess it up here, so yeah, I do not like it. So lost a position to Ricardo and Schumacher. That is just terrible. Coming out the pits, I suppose they would have overtaken me anyway down the straight. And no DRS for me as well either, which, not sure why actually. But yeah, there's Senna past me, down to 18th, only got the slower cars behind me and I'd guess Raikkonen, considering he broke his front wing on the first lap, but it started to rain. Oh, and Raikkonen's right behind me. But as he has signed Ferrari and he is a world champion. There he goes into the wall, breaks his front wing. So I've got no pressure from him, but it really started raining heavily in sector 2 and 3. As you can see here, I'm just tiptoeing around the track. It was really treacherous, as Ricciardo found out when he put his Toro Rosso into the wall. So with 2 quarters to go, I'm taking over 17th. I'm overtaking the car. This feels good as Alonso wins. Got to mention that. 17th, beating the objective for the race. So a good race overall. Nice control in the rain at the end. Pedro in last. Beat Petrov, so that's 3-1 in this driver battle. So we'll look at the final standings here. There I am in 17th. Beat Ricciardo. Beat Raikkonen, who had a shocker. Broke 2 front wings in that race. Pedro got lapped. I think he span out in the rain. And Alonso wins. Hamilton is challenger, just behind him. Grosjean's on the podium. Vettel looks like he's out the title race, and it's no good for his. But Vern got a couple of Toro Rosso been struggling this season. Double their tally. So it's between the top 3 now, in my opinion. And looking further down, Petrov behind me by 10 points. It's going to take a really good effort to get past me, I think. But yeah, Toro Rosso got 2 points, closing in on us a little bit, but we're still in 9th. I'll do for us. So that was the Korean Grand Prix. It was pretty decent, nothing spectacular. Hoping for spectacular things when we go to India next, I think. I need to revise this calendar. So yeah, India, we'll probably have a curry or something before, and then we'll go to the race. And I'll see you then. Peace out, brothers!